Hi, Peter. I am currently doing my mentor meeting reflection video. This is a reflection from a little while back that I haven't had the chance to do the reflection on, but I have some notes, so I'm going to tell you about how that went. My first mentor meeting was on March 2nd at 2 p.m. I called my mentor Andrew Herzog, I believe, is how his last name is pronounced, at 2 p.m. on March 2nd. And my 3 objectives for the meeting were to communicate to him that I had changed my venture from co-housing to vertical farming, to communicate to him the progress that I had made, sort of the research that I had done, and the support I was getting from other people. At the time I had some meetings set up, which I've since had, and he provided some guidance for that. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then also to seek his counsel on what areas he thought that I should be focusing on, because he has a really good mind for, troubleshooting. And so I sort of presented my new venture to him as comprehensively as I could and asked him for his take. And he did offer me some really insightful pieces of advice. He focused on, I think, the appeal to investors, which keeps with the theme of this semester being very action-oriented. So he was kind of taking the perspective of, well, how strong is your case going to be for the 100K challenge? So what's your prototype going to look like? What are your financials going to look like? What are possible obstacles that people will sort of think of right off the bat and challenge you with, that you need to have answers prepared for? So a few of those, we had a discussion on a few of those. The thing that stood out to me, I think, is that there's a lot of moving parts and baseline investment to getting my vertical farming facility up and running. So I don't necessarily need to get it up and running before I start looking for investors, but I need to know exactly what it's going to take to get it up and running. So we're talking power generation, water circulation, materials for the vertical farming systems themselves. Where am I going to do sprouting, or am I going to outsource for sprouts for the first bit? What crops am I going to use? So I've been doing a lot of, one of my action items for this meeting is to write out a list of questions that I need answered in order to be able to set up my vertical farming system. So my second action item is to reach out to grocery stores. I'm currently researching I did, as a result of this meeting, research the University Park New Seasons, and I'm working on setting up a meeting with their manager to ask them how they look up new how they accept new products, as well as what it takes to get certified as a B corporation, which is my next action plan is to, or my next action item is to understand the certifications that will be necessary. So, if building permits are necessary, what it takes to get certified as a B corporation, what it takes to meet the requirements to get my products accepted in more ethical grocery stores like New Seasons and Down to Earth and some of the other ones, hopefully co-ops, all of those hippie grocery stores that are in Portland, as well as hopefully some restaurant connections. But I'm starting with grocery stores right now because they're a little bit slower paced compared to restaurants. They have a slower turnover. So I'm sorry that this video ended up being long. I am a rambler, but I think I covered my objectives, which were mainly to communicate to Andrew what I was working on. He gave me a lot of good input on more specific logistical things that I need to know to communicate to investors that I know what their money is going to go to. And my action plan being to do a lot of research on those specific things that he rose as essential questions to the formation of my venture. And I will be sure to have 2 more meetings with him before the end of the semester. Before we go to Amsterdam, for sure. Cool. Thanks for watching.